here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going.
A first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Swift, and he's going to... Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they work. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now a first down throw.
Here I come again.
This is caught by Ginn. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Check it out. 32. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Throwing is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Lions holding on to the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Watch that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
5 down. Stand up in.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
He's coming. Know your job. He's checking.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Let's go.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deshaun Hand. Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go, boys.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Out.
Stafford eluding the pressure right. Letting one go. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown.
Yeah, score.
Kenny Galladay. 28 yards. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it. From the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it, yeah. And look at this. Another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That's a take.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking in zone, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Jones got him down. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Throwing now is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 45 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. At their own 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Let's go, D.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Yeah, baby.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
It's gonna be a long day for you. Joker.
On 2nd down, Swift powering his way forward. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Hey, that's the way you finish, boy. Finish
a great effort there.
Let's go.
Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Blue 60, Zebra. 4 down.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Stafford. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Come on, baby.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Nice, sweetheart.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, hold on. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Ship.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Murray, flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Wilson on the keeper. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
This time Wilson will throw. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Check curls, check 26,
They go
check 26.
play action here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
It's a gain of 18.
Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a student. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
On 2nd and 1, Murray, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Seahawks 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
We got double up.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh, boy,
Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Ties the game 6-6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson.
The leg. Get there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Man, I got you.
Here's Wilson, airing it out for Olsen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line.
Here we go.
And it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Check 49. Check.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
The tackle made back at the
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with him.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Benson Mayowa in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man out.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now it's Wilson on the move to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards. And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Set, ready. Mike 50.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Forced out to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
17 yards. That's
know, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
We call that a
Vincent
sack.
Mayowa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw, it's Murray. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with
Well,
me.
there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58's the mic. I got you, punk.
Man left, man left.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones
Boom, that's how we
drops
do it.
him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3 and out.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch QB drop. Switch.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Single.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the second down throw on target. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
To Trent Taylor. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
25.
Now Murray again. And now he's going to use it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
There we go, there we go. There we
Kyler
go.
Murray
That's it.
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Watch the screen,
Go
watch the
for
screen.
it, be aggressive, because I'm getting the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's third down. 3rd and 13.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Get him!
Now Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
But it leads to 4th down.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Tom Brady with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that
Cardinals 12. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Jam him, jam him, jam.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Green 80!
Mike's 59. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check Mike, check Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
Now Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're going to try this thing.
59.
They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass 2, both in the arsenal. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Yeah, baby. We got
the psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. We just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I'm going to hit you.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down.
Again, it's Hyde.
Run.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That's it, baby. That's
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Check safety.
After the turnover, here's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will sit.